Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another program with the Older Man. Today, we're going to go back into one of our more popular shows, the Older Man's Random Reviews.
The Older Man Random Review. Learn about life from an older man. Yes, an older man.
Yes, a bunch of random videos you guys send me that you would like my opinion on. Today we have a beautiful group of videos. I think you will learn a lot from, my friends. Most of it's going to be focusing on relationships and the way women look at it. So before we get into it, you know what I always ask. Give me a thumbs up on my video. Subscribe if you haven't. Book a session over on askanolderman.com. And more importantly, join our community. Have some fun with us. We're just getting started. But sign up now. It's absolutely free on the same website, askanolderman.com. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the first video.
With a broke man that loves you so much, or with anything apart from that, or with a billionaire that provides for you but doesn't love you and cheats on you. Billionaire. Like, I didn't even have to think about it. Like, obviously the billionaire. Love goes out the window, mate, when there's no fucking food on the table.
I mean, are we talking about broke? Like, absolutely broke? Like, no. What am I going to do with that love? I can't eat that love. Someone's love wants to fly first class. That's a famous quote from Love is Blind.
Oh, yeah.
What am I going to do? That broke man would probably not be so in love with you if he was a billionaire.
Yeah, because you never know how people change when they got loads of money.
Wait, you don't know a man until a man has power.
Yeah, that's so true. I agree.
Wow. This is why you don't take relationship advice from women, my friends. Let's analyze what she just said. Number one, she just clearly indicated that it's all about the money. Pay me the money, I'll be there. We know that, gentlemen, with women. But then she went on to say, suppose that broke man makes money, guess what? And he makes money. You know men with power, what's going to happen? You know how bad they treat you. So what she's saying is with the billionaire, she prefer to be treated badly. I don't know. I got to listen to the last part again.
What am I going to do? That broke man would probably not be so in love with you if he was a billionaire.
Yeah, because you never know how people change when they got loads of money.
Wait, you don't know a man until a man has power.
Yeah, that's so true. I agree.
You don't know a man until the man has power. Oh, that's so true. So the billionaire with the power is going to treat you bad. But because he has money, you'd prefer to be with the man who don't love you and treat you bad. You see, women never think these things through. A billionaire with a lot of money that don't love you, and apparently because he has power, he will treat you bad. That's your worst freaking nightmare. Look at P. Diddy. You want proof? These are men that could make tapes disappear. Women's rationale and women's logic blows my freaking mind every single time. There's nothing more powerful than a freaking billionaire. Literally can pay for anything. Make you disappear, make you stay in a torture chamber, pay off people who saw anything, make those people disappear. Oh, man. That's my best response to this video, guys. Let me hear what some other people say, because sometimes I feel that, I'm too harsh. As a future billionaire, I'm going to respectively avoid these two at all costs. Yeah. Bruce Hefford said, neither of you are having a billionaire. Lamavu said, the mentality is actually sickening. Yeah. JCMCR said, the world is officially F. And has anyone noticed these girls' teeth? I'm starting to see this trend of these, what I call chiclet teeth, or somebody else put it nicely. He said, piano keyboard teeth. I don't get it. Back in my day, we criticize older people who had false teeth. It was a sign that the person had no discipline on taking care of their dental hygiene. But today, everybody wants to file down their original teeth and put in these incredibly unrealistic looking teeth. Like this one guy said, he looks like Mr. Potato Head that somebody shipped. I gotta play it for you. This seems to be the trend now.
Atlanta will be the death of us all. Like, y'all go down there wanting to be big steppers and then come back with a mouthful of stride rice. Like, y'all are getting baby shoes for teeth. Those veneer techs are out there handing out the Steve Harveys to everybody. And the problem is, one of the problem is y'all are just all looking alike. Y'all going down there, you're getting your teeth done, you're getting things done to your face. Everybody look like Jim Carrey from The Mask. I didn't even know do-it-yourself veneers was a thing. But I think when you get to the point where you're cooking up dental dope, you have gone too far. Pop-on veneers are also a thing, and I guess this ain't as bad as the first two options, but you still treating yourself like Mr. Potato Head. This legit look like somebody took a set of them wind-up teeth and put them in their mouth. Like, you can take those teeth out right now and set them on the table, and they will just chatter away. These cartoon character teeth. Y'all look like Ed, and Eddie with these teeth.
Oh, that guy is hilarious. Oh, but it's true. What we're seeing is just incredible amount of just real overemphasized teeth. It blows my mind. What is the world coming to, man? Wow. I got one of my tooth kicked out in martial arts. This one here. So I had to get a stem literally screwed in and it has a fake tooth. But overall, man, I've had to just take care of my teeth. Mine are slightly crooked simply because my parents couldn't afford to get me braces when I was young. Now that I'm older, no, they're not going to put braces on a 58-year-old man. So I just have to deal with it, right? If I wanted veneers, I could easily go and get veneers. But why would I want to walk around with a bunch of chiclets in my mouth? And you can't feel your food. You can't, the sensation, the nerves in your teeth, a lot of it is dead. You can't feel your food. And then I keep hearing that there's a smell that comes from veneers because under the veneers, bacteria builds up and it smells. And I'm like, no, I'll pass. But anyway, let's go on to the next video. I just thought that was hilarious after watching that lady on that first video. All right, next one.
Understand why guys would have a problem with a woman with a high body count, though? Do you understand the logic behind it?
I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from. I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from.
Excellent.
Like, do they really want to have a woman that is just a virgin? Because she's not going to be good and she's going to have no experience.
They don't need you to be good, though.
That's so boring. Isn't that
It's not boring.
That's so boring.
I'll tell you what.
That's
it's not
so
boring.
like it just sounds transactional to me. It just sounds so boring. I don't know.
Guys that are alpha guys that are, want to be, head of household and consider themselves leaders and want to, provide for their women. And they don't find it unattractive that a woman would have inexperience because they feel like, what's going to make that experience in the bedroom so powerful is not that she can bounce off the walls or knows all these tricks or knows all these sexual things and look, she's doing something like out of a that's not what's appealing to them. What's appealing is that she's really excited to be there for him. She's present. She's loyal. She's committed. And he doesn't need her to be an acrobat. He just needs her to be loyal.
It's an age-old bloody story, but these young girls just have no clue. None. The idea that they have to build this amount of trauma because everybody that they've had on top of them has produced some sense of trauma for her. Whether he hit it once, never call her again the next day, or if he tried to call her and she didn't respond because it wasn't good enough. Either way, it's a certain amount of traumatic experience that she's gone through. Most women hide it, push it down. The good lovers that she's had and couldn't keep, those are the ones that she will never forget. The bad lovers that she's had and didn't want, those were bad experiences. So either way you look at it, she's screwed if she keeps doing this over and over again. Forget about the massive amount of dopamine and oxytocin the woman produces during each of these encounters to the point now where she can't even produce anymore because she's had so many bodies. One just blurs right into the next. Then she finally settled down in her late 30s and come to you with a shitload of bodies. Any excitement at all, she's already had it. You are no longer an excitement, my friends. And that isn't insecurity. That is one very good way to ensure that she's going to be going out and looking for that sense of excitement because she is bored with you, because she's already had a tremendous amount of excitement from a lot of other men. A lot of other men cannot equate to having sex with one man and experiencing and only knowing his body. Can never, ever make up for that. Because this idea that it's going to be boring is bullshit. But they can't see beyond that. They will give up and try to come up with every excuse on why they want to be very promiscuous. I was listening to Coolio's show this morning. And I think it's called No Fugazi. And he had this question posed to the panel, and I thought it was brilliant.
Find out that your 18-year-old daughter has 3x your body count. 3 times your body count. Yeah, let's start with you. How'd you feel?
Devastated.
You would feel devastated. Okay. All right, that's a good word. What about you? How'd you gonna feel?
I would probably just be like, what did I do wrong?
What you dang? God dang, what I do wrong? What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not having a daughter. I'm having a son.
You don't dictate the gender. Men do.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You said it's not happening. Okay. Can you sit back for me and move your mic back too? So you in the camera. You're good. All right. So let's just say hypothetically, if your daughter did have a body count that's 3 times as your body count, how'd that make you feel?
Hurt.
Okay.
Heartbroken.
Heartbroken.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I would say heartbroken, devastated, and sad.
Heartbroken, devastated, and
sad.
Okay. I got a question for you, ladies. Do you think that your value from a societal standpoint of how the world views you, and not only how you internally view yourself, that your part of your value derives from your sexuality, meaning like your body count, how promiscuous you are? Do you think that your value is tied to your sex?
According to men?
According to your daughter. You just answered that you would feel devastated.
Yeah, but you got to think, even if my body count is 1, that's times 3, and she was only 18. That's
okay, well, stop it.
The question
nobody's body count is 1.
Yeah, well, the question is just generally, right? So, do you think that a woman's value is tied to her sexuality?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. What about you, Chelsea?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Yes.
What about you?
Yes.
Okay, so body count does matter.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
this is
of
a
course.
panel that body count does matter. Okay.
Because it does.
Fair enough. All right, cool. All right.
You know, guys, you see what I'm talking about? You always have to frame the questions so that it does not relate back to them, where they don't get triggered. But if you say a family member, their mom or their dad or their child, we know that a lot of women want to have the best for their child. But they will deny it. The man is insecure if he's worried about my body count. Oh, this one is just insecure. Oh, it's my body, my choice. There's nothing wrong with body count. What about if your child, your daughter at 18, had 3 times the amount of bodies that you had? Oh, that would be horrible. Oh, I would be disgusted. Oh, really? So how does that relate back to you? Don't you see? This is why it's so difficult to have a logical discussion with women, especially on their sexuality. They know something is wrong. They know it deep down, but they need to freaking argue the point because they don't want to be called a hoe. So they need to justify their bad behavior so that they will be seen in the light with men. They need to be seen as, hey, yeah, I got some bodies under me, but I am still amazing. I am still the best person. I can still cook and I can still do this and I can clean and I can be this best mom. But you're a single mom with 56 the bodies under you. And a man must look at that and go, yeah, I'll marry that. I'll marry it. Yeah. But when it comes to your child, oh, no, that would be no. Make it make sense. You can't, because it doesn't make sense. You ladies know that being a hoe is not good.
Will fuck any woman, but who he marries is one who gives him a capitalistic advantage. A lover is fun. A wife is a business decision. That's the difference between a wife and a lover. Good girl continues to get scammed. The bad bitch understands the rules and plays to win. Romance is a joint venture between patriarchy and capitalism. Romance was never meant for women. It was created by men for Men, if you're out there trying to date as a woman without understanding the rules of how the world works and how people work, and more than anything, how does the mind of a person work when the whole world has centered you and your gender, the world is built around your convenience and comfort. Male privilege? Women are just a puzzle piece to that equation.
Man, these relationship advisors blow my mind. She's saying that the type of woman that a man marries is based on an economic decision, a decision that's based on money. Men marry money for an economic advantage. No, men pick women for her womb, to be his helpmate. I don't know how you can equate economic advantage to that. Because really, most men who do get married, he knows that he's going to be paying for that shit. It's the exact opposite. He's hoping that that helpmate will help him create a better environment so that he'll make more money himself. But the majority of the time, the women are a liability. Now, if she's equally yoked, equal job, etc., and they come together and share expenses and share life, then that's an economic advantage. But he didn't marry her for that. That's not what he picked her for. Most women come into most relationships broke. Most of them are in debt, especially if they have student loan debt and consumer debt, because women are not net savers. They are net spenders. So I don't understand what this woman is saying. For those of you that take advice from women on relationships, ladies, stop it. They're the worst people to get advice from. And unfortunately, it's a big business for these women to get out there and spout bullshit, because a lot of younger women will take their advice and spend small money to get their bullshit courses and consultation fees. It's unreal, man. Wow. The other thing that jumped out to me with this is women have this idea that the bad bee is the one who gets the man, and she is at an advantage being a bad bee. No. A bad bee is one who has literally duped the man into getting into a long-term relationship. But usually, the man will not stay with that woman if she becomes a nightmare for him. Those are the only reasons why men leave women, because she becomes unbearable. She don't want him to lead, but yet she wants a leader. Now, she could get a beta male, and she could be that aggressive, hyper-masculine woman that dominates her man right through the marriage. Some men love that, but not a lot. Not real men that she wants. The bad bee is for short-term pleasure. Remember that, gentlemen. Any woman who gives you that amount of freaking frustration that makes you feel like, oh, woo, and she's hot, don't marry that woman. You hit it. Make it a long-term thing if you have to, but do not marry that woman. That's your nightmare right there. You marry a kind, submissive, passionate, considerate, fit, friendly woman. None of those things come under the bad bee label. Bad bee comes under twerking, argumentative, don't take instructions well. She will always make you feel like you're doing her a favor. Okay? That is not the woman you want to marry. Uncooperative. Nah, that's not what a man wants for a long-term basis. Let's hear what some people say about that one. At least some women recognize she's talking BS. Salma Winnie says, lady, you spread toxicity and manipulation. Go heal. Oh, man. Then the Fontanilla said, it's better to stay single the whole life than to marry an average or broke man. I said what I said. There is no advantage in living with or marrying a man that's not rich. He will still require you to destroy your body for pregnancy, or to cook, or to clean, or to work. Ladies, settle for rich men. Otherwise, stay single. You will save yourself from a life of misery. Oh man, when you listen to comments like that, you just realize that women don't want to give up anything to get something. And these are women that have been listening to all the fairy tales and the BS. This woman assumes that she has the possibility of getting a rich man that will give her the soft life all her life. She don't want to work. Modern women have become lazy females. Lazy. The large majority of them, not all of them, want this lifestyle that is literally unattainable for 90% of the population. 90. Okay? So all I'm saying to you ladies, don't listen to these comments. It's so common out there that a lot of you are just thinking that that should be normal. Look at what the average man makes. Then look at what a rich man makes, and then calculate how many men fall in that category. And when you get that number, ask yourself, what qualifies me for that man, for that top 10% man? And I can assure you, you won't be qualified. Hey Love 44 says, I really don't want to be a business decision. You're not. You will never be a business decision unless you're a liability. That's the only time a man should make that decision. Do not ever get married to a woman with a shitload of debt. If she has no money, but she has no debt, that's fine. But if she comes into a relationship with a hell of a lot of debt, hell of a lot of credit card bills, trust me, my friend, all of that becomes your problem. So ladies, if you think that you're going to just find a man to bail you out from all of the credit bullshit and the lifestyle that you live, the so-called boss B lifestyle and flying here, flying there. It's all of my money, girl, my this, my this. All you've done is spend all of your disposable income. You don't deserve a good man. You don't. Because most men knows that he have to save his money, build himself, in other words, be in credit to actually find a good woman. But to spend all of that money and effort that he's put in all his life to actually come to you and absorb all of your debt, where all of his credit is now going towards your debt? Hell no. He wants to start off with, buying a house and moving forward. The majority of women don't have that capability of bringing any financial assets to a man. And gentlemen, regardless of how much money you have, if you have more money than her, that means if she's coming in broke, zero, and you have 100,000, get a prenup. Get a freaking prenup. And if she does not marry you with a prenup, do not marry her. Simple as that. Here's some idiot that's agreeing with this woman. Exactly. I've been saying this all my life. The reason I'm on my 4th marriage, I stopped looking for love. Loved woman, used, abused, left broken, and hated. This is a woman that's saying this. Wow. 4th marriage. Yeah. Carman W12 said, such a misleading concept. Encouraging more women to adopt capitalistic mindset is going to keep this world a messy place as it is. Perpetuate patriarchy even further. Men and women are not meant to compete mentally. The world needs more divine union, more love, which starts with adopting more heart-based consciousness. And when you actually understand how the universe works, these ego-based survival mindsets won't be needed to make right decisions by women. Women need to be taught how to embrace their natural feminine energy, which is powerful. Powerful enough to attract anything they desire. Encouraging women to be more like men is what is causing them to suffer. Women need more being, less doing. Thank you, Carmam. You couldn't have said it better. Women need to embrace their femininity and stop this crap. They're trying to be like men. That's all it is. This is a common one, but we're going to deal with it. You all know it, so stop it.
Why do women seem to always have to ruin multiple relationships and go on some self-discovery journey to figure out things that are common sense? That's fair. Men and women both do that though. But I will say that I was raised by a single mother. So it is the way we are being raised and conditioned. I also looked up the statistics that 40% of the modern day household is single mothers are raising their children. So my mother raised me to think more independently and choose myself over a man, especially if that mother had no help in the household by the man and she's bitter and angry that she didn't get that support. She's going to raise up her daughters to think that we are independent without a man and we don't need any man and we shouldn't prioritize them because they could come in and abuse you. And so I had all these fears. Implemented in me when I got married.
Why would you pick a man to marry you that would just abuse you? Why would you do that? This idea that women are approaching relationships from a point of fear of a man blows my mind. Why would any man just all of a sudden he gets married and he's going to be abusive? Please tell me how that makes sense. These women, every single one of them use this whole color purple analogy. You know the movie Color Purple with Oprah Winfrey. The abusive husband beat the crap out of her. Her eyeballs popped out sort of thing. Women just have this idea that men are just out here beating the crap out of their wives. All we have to do is look sideways at a woman these days and we get arrested. So please stop that crap. The idea is that men want to grow his family. He wants a good wife. He wants a woman who will be by his side to help him grow into their old age and raise kids. It doesn't get any more complex than that. He sees the value of shared effort in an environment and in a society that will bode well. You will grow together well if two people contributed to the home and raise a kid. That's it. That's all men want. But man, these women will put some scare tactics on relationships that are just mind-blowing. I don't understand it. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of these videos. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to drag this out too long. But yeah, let's have some feedback. Let's talk about these particular videos. All right? So, thumbs up on this message, please. Go over to the site, book a session if you'd like to, or join our community, or both. Okay? So until next time, my friends, remember, whenever in doubt, always, always ask an older man. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.